"I'm not here to make things pretty. I'm here to make you feel something." He's been called the most controversial man in fashion, a provocateur, a genius, a troll. The man who turned a $2 Ikea bag into a $2,000 luxury item, who wrapped Kim Kardashian in caution tape at the Met Gala, and who once declared that fashion should not make you dream. It should make you see reality. But behind the irony and behind the billion-dollar headlines is a man shaped by exile, trauma, and philosophy. A man who doesn't just design clothes, he designs mirrors, forcing us to look at ourselves. So how did Demna fall, rise, and reshape fashion into the cultural weapon it is today? He was born in Georgia in 1981. Not the Georgia of Hollywood movies, but a Georgia torn apart by civil war. At the age of 12, Demna and his family were forced to flee their home. That experience of being uprooted, of losing everything, would define him forever. Displacement wasn't just geography, it was identity, he has said. That outsider lens became his way of seeing the world. Unlike designers raised in ateliers, Demna's worldview wasn't about glamour or fantasy. It was about survival, irony, and contradiction. Fashion wasn't an escape. It was a way of confronting reality. Before he ever touched a runway, Demna studied economics. And as he once admitted himself, this shaped everything. Fashion, in his eyes, wasn't just fabric. It was a case study in human desire, a system of supply, demand, and absurdity. This is why he gave us the $2,000 Ikea bag, the $300 DHL t-shirt, $800 Crocs, items that blurred the line between luxury and joke, and made people furious. Fashion should not please. It should make you think, Demna said once, and that's exactly what these pieces did.
Well, there is a lot of art and there is a lot of art. I think it's also maybe about personal experiences, like what clothing means to me.
He wasn't just trolling. He was holding up a mirror, asking us, if you buy this, what does it say about you? But Demna wasn't only interested in irony. He was also interested in activism. In 2018, Balenciaga announced a partnership with the World Food Program. Hoodies, t-shirts, and bags carried the WFP logo, with profits going to fight global hunger. Critics called it a stunt, but for Demna, it was personal. As a child refugee, the World Food Program had literally fed him. When I put the World Food Program logo on a hoodie, it wasn't irony. It was gratitude, he explained. Here was Demna's paradox, a designer accused of making luxury ridiculous, but who also used it as a megaphone to highlight global suffering. To him, both were the same project, exposing the absurdities of our world. But provocation has a price. When Demna unveiled the $1,850 trash bag at Balenciaga, the internet exploded. Fashion critics accused him of insulting the craft. Social media mocked him relentlessly. Some declared his career over. Demna once described himself as a fashion masochist, and in many ways he thrived on outrage. But even for him, the pressure was crushing. The challenge for me is to respond to the realities that could crush my vision and also to protect my head, he admitted. You have to stay connected to real life.
I like to raise questions through my work. Sustainability, like raising questions about consumption in general. It's kind of ironic.
Behind the headlines, Demna was unraveling. Burnout, therapy, life coaching. He began to question not just fashion, but himself. The aggression of his early years gave way to introspection, and yet, ironically, the very controversies that threatened him ended up saving him. The DHL shirt, now a collector's item. The Ikea bag, in museums. The ugly sneakers. They didn't just sell, they launched an entire billion-dollar ugly sneaker trend. Fashion should not make you dream. It should make you see reality, he said once. And in this case, reality was profitable.
Somehow, it's probably my like upbringing, and I always felt like you need to deserve to do this to yourself. Like I'm so fucking hard on myself all the time.
And then came the cultural touchstones, the Simpsons Balenciaga episode, where Springfield met the Paris runway. The video game runway, Afterworld, The Age of Tomorrow, Kim Kardashian's Met Gala tape outfit, a look that broke the internet. Each of these moments proved something bigger. Demna wasn't just making clothes, he was creating cultural events. In many ways, Demna's career has been one long argument. Fashion is not fantasy. It's reality. I'm not here to make fashion pretty. I'm here to make people think, he once said. This is why his silhouettes are oversized, his sneakers destroyed, his couture sometimes deliberately ugly. He's holding a mirror to society, distorted, ironic, uncomfortable. To some, it's brilliant. To others, it's blasphemy. But no one ignores it. And that, for Demna, is the point. Still, the question lingers. What drives him? Part of the answer lies in his past. As a child who fled war, Demna has always been obsessed with survival and identity. His clothes often embody displacement. Oversized coats that feel like shields, layers that swallow the body whole. Part of it lies in irony. By turning cheap into expensive, ugly into desirable, he forces us to confront our own contradictions. And part of it is activism. By putting the World Food Program on luxury hoodies, he blurred the line between runway and real-world urgency. Fashion, for me, is not an escape. It is a mirror of society, he once said. Today, Demna stands as one of the most divisive figures in fashion since Alexander McQueen. Like McQueen, he made people uncomfortable. Like McQueen, he insists fashion must make you feel, not just look. But where McQueen dealt in romantic darkness, Demna deals in brutal irony. And now, as rumors swirl of him taking the helm of Gucci, the industry holds its breath. Demna at Balenciaga was about provocation. But Demna at Gucci? That could be reinvention or disaster. So let me leave you with this. Fashion should not please. It should make you think. Demna has done exactly that, forcing us to question consumerism, taste, and even ourselves. But what happens if he takes over Gucci? Do you think Gucci is the right fit for Demna? Or is he destined to remain fashion's eternal outsider, forever poking holes in the illusion of luxury? If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next story from the world of fashion.